Hey everyone, pardon my flush look and my puffy eyes because I haven't slept for almost 36 hours, but, anyways, I'm enjoying the trip. I'll do a separate video on the trip that I'm doing currently, but yeah, it's freezing cold. Um, so, as again, we step into New Year, there is something that I was thinking to share with you all. With everyone who's walking in, who is kind of pursuing the spiritual journey. Uh, and this is something that your astrologer or your tarot reader or whoever you're going to, your Reiki, crystal healers, no one will actually tell you this. There's a terminology that you guys will hear, right? And this is especially we girls hear a lot, attracting red flags in our lives. Not just romantically, but when it comes to friendship, when it comes to colleagues, right? Um, and you'll often hear this statement which says that go for self love, love yourself, because once you are completely healed, and this is what a lot of the astrologers, crystal healers will try to sell off their crystals by telling this to you. Okay, that heal yourself, self love karo, ye karo, wo karo. Once you have healed yourself, once your aura is completely golden and bright, you will start attracting the right people in your life. You will not have red flags or unhealed people, or you will not attract toxic people in your life. From my experience for the last 3 years into spirituality, let me tell you that that is just bullshit. With that, I am not saying that I'm against crystals. I myself use crystals a lot. I always wear crystals, and that has helped me a lot in a lot of, especially in terms of money, career, and all these things, abundance. It has helped me a lot. But understand one thing, that if you definitely you need to heal yourself. Definitely you have to love yourself. Go for self love and all that thing. But that the whole concept of that will stop toxic people or red flags from coming into your life, that is a whole nonsense concept. Okay, in fact, from my experience, I'll tell you, the more you get into spirituality, the more you ascend, okay, in terms of your energy, in terms of your spiritual growth, the more and more weirdos, unhealed people, toxic people, red flags are what you will attract in your life. Not in terms of just romantic interest, again, in terms of your friends and your surroundings. Okay, and understand why that happens. Okay, the whole concept of that happening in your life is you are meant to be triggers for these unhealed weirdos that get more and more attracted in your life. Okay, so two things. One is spirituality helps you in setting strong boundaries, and it helps you with the concept of what is called discernment. So the things, the toxicity, the red flags that you used to accept when you were not your healed version, those traits you will not accept currently in the people. In fact, so you have learned your discernment, you have learned your boundaries, but you are also going to trigger these people, and that is your purpose of why there must have been a sudden change that happened in you that got you into the path of spirituality. So first, you trigger them. Second, either they learn from your footsteps, or third, they go away from your life completely. And the account of these people, because you've done your work, your karmas are balanced now. Okay, so God and universe will definitely do good with you if you're not calling upon bad karma upon yourself. But the more and more you help these people with their triggers, the more you are getting your good karma, and that's how the scales will balance. These are all written in the scriptures, guys. If you'll go through our old scriptures, if these people, they walk your path, they understand their triggers, and they start their spiritual journey or they start their healing journey, that means collectively, the universal consciousness, right, the human consciousness is rising, it's ascending, it's getting positive. And if they choose not to learn, then they will be removed from your life after a certain time period, because God needs to have some place in hell also, right? For some people. But anyways, just kidding. So yeah, once you're healed and you enjoy your solitude or whatever, you're in your own era, irrespective of whether you have a partner or not. I'm not saying that having a romantic interest doesn't mean that you will not be in your self love era, but just don't get triggered when, even after being in your own spiritual journey, being successful and completing everything that you've had to complete, you're still getting such people in and around, whether in terms of friendship, whether in terms of your neighbors, people you live with, relatives, colleagues, romantic interests. Don't get triggered by them. That's the learning, because what you've learned, you're supposed to pass on the learning. Okay. So yeah, all the best. I leave you with that. Guys, so to everyone who is traveling to Dharamshala, McLeodganj, Dharamkot, I would just tell you, you all know about this offbeat place called Palampur. It mostly usually does not attract that many tourists, but if you can take half day off, then please come and visit this beautiful, beautiful place. I'll add the details in the description.